when you start Color Curves, you get a window like this, and you get two color control points, one here and one there. Sometimes when you try to move this color control point, when it first starts, you can't move it. I'll see if this one will move or not. And it won't. You see I'm dragging it down here, but it's not moving. To get it to move, just click anywhere here in the white part, and now you can move the color point. And you can see the video changes as you move it. Now if you want to create a color point, just double click anywhere in the white area and it'll create a point for you. You can move it all around the screen. And I'm going to create some more color points just to show you some things here. So I've got one here and two on the side for a total of 3. So I'm going to make, now that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I left clicked just to clear them all. If I want to make this line move up and down in unison, all I have to do is click on the first control point, hold down the Shift key, click on the last control point, and now when you move it, the whole thing goes up and down. Now let's say I just want the first 4 control points to move. Select the first one. That's number 2, 3, and 4. Hold down the Shift key, select the last one, and now you see these 4 move up and down. And the other ones here just stay the same. Now, when I left click on the white area, that allows me to adjust the color control points independently. Now, using the control key, I'm going to first of all I'm just going to select this control point, and now hold down the control key. I'll skip that one and select this one. I'll skip that one and select this one. So watch what happens now. The ones that I selected are the ones that move. All the other ones stay where they were. I'll reset this to none. I'll make another control point right here, and you can see here that there's a, I call it a handle. They call it a tangent. And I'll just make it wider so you can see it more easily. And by turning this, you get to change the color of the video. One thing to notice is that I can only move it 90 degrees. I'm trying to move it further, but it won't go. And again, 90 degrees down this way. I'm trying to move it further, but it won't go. If I put another control point here, well, before I do that, notice that I can pull the handle all the way over to the side of the window here. If I put another control point here, that limits how far I can pull that handle. I cannot pull the handle all the way over to the window here. It can only go as far as that one control point is vertically. Okay, so now if I want the right hand side of the handle to move independently from the left hand side, right click on the control point, and you can see there's a check mark here by lock tangents. So click on it, and I'll show you again that that check mark is gone. So when you click on the control point, you can move the left and right handles independently. And hey, that's a pretty good picture. So I don't know exactly what these do. I think it's got something to do with saturation and hue, but I have no idea. When you want to join these handles back together and let the computer move them in tandem, I'll show you again here. I right clicked on it. Now I've put the check mark beside lock tangents. So once I click on it, they're still not locked, but as soon as you move it, watch, this one will swing up. So now they're locked together again, but you have to move it first. I'll reset this to none. Okay, I'll make another control point here. Sometimes you take the control points and you can pull it right off the screen. You see what I mean? Like the cursor's way up here, and if I let go of it, how do you get it back? It's really easy. Just right where it just about goes off the screen, when the cursor turns into that four-way arrow thing, just left click and start dragging and you get the handle back. I'll reset this to none. Well, right now what's happening is the red, green, and blue lines are stacked one on top of another, and that's why it makes it one line. If you notice down here, it goes from black to gray to white. If we want to just change the red line only, you go up here to RGB, click on red. It doesn't look like anything's changed, but it has. I'll double click to make a control point, and you can see now we have the red line here, and the drop down box is changed to red. So I can move this control point any place I want to, and that's going to affect the picture of the red. Now if I go to the green, again, I double click here, I made a control point. Now I can move the color of the green to anything I want. And look down here how this has changed. The colors are just no longer black, gray, and white. So if I select blue over here and make a control point, now I can play with the blue colors and play with the handles here to see if I'm getting the right colors on my video. It's pretty washed out. Also, if you want, you can just click on the line that you want. Now the red is highlighted and I can, whoops, click here. Red's highlighted and I can move it around. If I click on the blue, I can adjust that, or the green. If I want to just see the green only, I just click on it, and then over here it says show all channels. Just clear the check mark out of there. And now all I see is the green. And if all I want to see is the red, then just make sure, again, this show all channels is unchecked. And if I want to see all the channels, I go like, just click on there. Here's an interesting thing. Let's say I want the green line here and the blue line here to be laid exactly on top of the red line here. So I want it to become, those two to become like the red line. What you do is you look down here and you can see the red color is at the bottom. It says GB at the top for green, blue, and it shows R for red on the bottom. As soon as I press this button, it will take the green and the blue and line it up exactly on top of the red line. So watch this. There it goes. So now we're back to where we originally started from, with all three colors laid on top of each other. And if you want to delete one of these points here, just right click, just say delete point. And that's it. I don't know anything per se about this part of it, when you can set keyframes. That's another story. So I don't know, I won't include that in this video, obviously. If anybody knows how to change colors and know what you're doing on it, I would sure like to see a video about it, because I really don't know what these things do. Now if I right click on here and then select reset tangents, I don't think you'll see it in the video, but it really straightens out this picture, makes it look really good. It just got bright. Usually, sometimes it will set both of these control points at the same time, but this time it didn't. I don't know why. So if I hit reset tangent for this one here, the picture got a lot clearer all of a sudden. So if you're going to learn how to do this, this is a very good place to start. I think if you pull this handle and just move it slowly and watch the picture, and don't make any, really drastic movements, you can really improve the quality of your video just by using this and kind of keeping it on the same diagonal as it originally started. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you make a video about Sony Color Curves, just send me a note and I'll watch it too, because I don't quite know how this works.